Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Mahogany, and today I'm going to be doing a nail video using some colors from Madam Glam, and it's going to be like a spring nail video. And I have 3 colors that I'm working with, so it's very simple. So I'm show these 3 right here. Really pretty spring colors. They're like pastels, and I'll put the names on the screen, but this blue is called Blue Jay. Blue Jay. Yellow is called Honeycomb. And then this pretty purple is called the Persian Sea. Yeah, it's really simple. All I'm going to be using is my dotting tool. This dotting tool right here. If you have something that kind of makes like an oval shape, or I mean a round shape, a small circle, you can use that. But I'm using this dotting tool, and I'm just kind of placing dots all along the nails and then using that to form flowers. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just file my nails down so there's not that little point that sticks out. And I'm using an oval shape for these. So I'm going to do a base coat, and I'm going to grab my base coat from Madam Glam. Let's see, I have the base coat and the top coat. So I'm just going to do like 1 layer of a base coat from Madam Glam. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the nails off. The nails are base coated, so I'm going to I'll start with this purple. So I'm going to take this purple and then grab some on my dotting tool. And then from there, I think I want to start with just a few lines going up the nail. And just have fun with it. Pretty. But what have y'all been watching? So I started rewatching Sex and the City. I've started like maybe a year ago watching it for the first time, the show, because I really liked the first movie. And then I started watching the show. I think it's just funny how some of the issues that they talk about with dating in that show are like very still real issues. Of course, nothing ever changes under the sun, but it's funny. The characters are interesting though, but I don't know. Miranda really irritates me. She irritates me so much. I'm gonna try to flash cure it some. But yeah, it's a really good show. Of course, Samantha's like the crowd favorite, but I love her too. Carrie's cool. Charlotte is such a hopeless romantic. But Mr. Big, like looking back at the show, Mr. Big did her so dirty. Especially if you like see the movie. He did her so dirty. Did her so dirty. Okay, now I'm just gonna take this yellow, and I'm gonna use that as like the base of one of the flowers. So just a yellow dot. And then I think I want the flower to be blue. So I'm gonna dip it in my blue. And now I am just going to make dots around the dot that I made, like smaller little dots. And then we're just gonna drag that dot down to connect with the other. You'll see. So just like make some dots and space them out depending on how big you want the petals to be. Okay, then the other one will be kind of like coming off. So then I'm just gonna take that and drag them down a little bit to kind of like imitate petals. It might take some practice. I don't do this a lot either, but you start to get the hang of it. Just try to make like a little teardrop shot. Try try to make a little teardrop shape, and they don't have to be perfect because petals aren't perfect. And then this is what it looks like. Very pretty. I'm gonna cure that for a little bit. But yeah, the movie, okay, back to Sex and the City. Mr. Big did her so dirty, like telling her that he didn't, but really it's maybe like she said, you just didn't want to marry me. But because there's no way. There's no way. And then for him to do to her what he did to her in the movie, after seeing the show, oh, I would have like lost my mind. Seriously. Then we're gonna do one more little flower just to give it some more yellow in it. And let's see, I'll make the core of this one another blue one. I want it to be smaller. So a little blue circle. So really it's pretty simple. Draw your core and then make dots around it and then drag the dots down. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it good. So from here, I think I'm just gonna work on the nails all at once. So for this one, let's see, I'll make yellow the base color. Not the base. I'll do some base dots in yellow. Then I'm flash curing it for a little, and then I'll grab some purple. So the purple flowers are on there, and this one I'm just recording for YouTube Shorts. And then I'll drag it down. All right, this is what we have for this one so far, and then let's add some purple. So I'll do a small flower down here. So a yellow base. Really small flower. And then let's add some petals. And then connect them. And then there's that one. And then we'll flash cure it. All right, you get the gist. I'll come back when the nails are finished and show you the finished results. All right, I'm still working on my nails, but just a little chit chat while I'm still working. I want to talk about Cowboy Carter because I really love the album. I don't know, I was really hesitant at first to listen to it. I don't know why. I was just nervous that I maybe wouldn't like it, but well, I don't know why. Beyonce never leaves me wrong. So I gave it a listen, and then when I first started listening to it, I was like going to the store, so I couldn't really listen to it all the way through. But I heard American Requiem, and I was like, "This is singing, like she's singing, she sounds so good." But yeah, I listened to the album, and at this point, I've listened to it a few times through, and I really love it. I really hope she goes on tour this summer because I would definitely be there. I saw her for the Renaissance tour and she killed it. I saw her when she dropped the album before that too. I forgot what it was called. Um, but each time I get like better seats, each time I'm elevating, and she's such a talented artist. Like I feel like getting to see her while she's still in her prime. If I didn't see her, it would be like something that I would regret years later. But I want to talk about some of my favorite songs on the album. The ones that are like, they're cute. I see them being radio hits. They're cute, but they're not my faves. Of course, 2 Months Want It and Levi Jeans, I feel like, are those two for me. And then Jolene. Like, I'll go back and, well, I'll definitely put Jolene over them. I'll go back and listen to Jolene before I listen to Two Most Wanted or Levi Jeans. But those are just like in the cute range for me. But I really like Jolene. But my favorites are, let's see, I'm pulling it up. Yaya is that girl. Yaya is that girl. I like the riff she does at the end. Like her voice has this little growl in it. Her voice has like this little growl in it. And I'm like, Beyonce, you're really singing. You're showing out, girl. She can sing. But we knew this. And then, so from really, it's from Yaya on. Like, Louisiana, how it flows from Yaya. It's a really short and simple like interlude, but that, I don't know, I really love Louisiana. Desert Eagle is a banger. Riverdance is a banger. Two Hands to Heaven is a banger. I love Tyrant. I love Sweet Honey Bucket. I hadn't heard of Shabuzi before I listened to this album, but I'm like, I really like Shabuzi's, I really enjoyed his part on Sweet Honey Bucket. Like my top, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Straight after Yaya, I often, when I'm listening to the album or like I just want to hear it, I'll start at Yaya and then I'll just hit play and let that thing play through, and it's a banger after that. But I think what Beyonce's doing is so revolutionary. She's so unique. I'm glad that like she didn't allow herself to be put in a bubble and be scared to try new things, because if she did, we wouldn't have Renaissance, we wouldn't have Cowboy Carter. And I can respect that. Like, I feel like I'm definitely a Beyonce stan. Like, I'm a member of the Beehive. But if I meet somebody and they say, okay, cool, you might not like Beyonce, but you're like, if you don't at least respect her for like her voice, the things that she done, like her talent, how she can dance, act, sing, like you're just a hater. Like, there's nothing else to it. Like, you're just a hater. Like, if you don't like Beyonce, I low-key don't trust you. Like, because what are you doing? Like, you don't have to be like her biggest fan, but like that girl is talented. Give her chance. And also, like, a lot of people speculate that they think Act 3 is going to be a rock album, a rock and roll. But I have like a lot of rock and roll in this album. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what it'll be. I've heard lately some people saying that they think it might be R&B. I don't know. But I think she did a really good job with this album. Over Renaissance, I see that it had more streams than Renaissance. And maybe I think that's probably because people were curious to see what it would sound like. Country music listeners might have been curious and gave it a play to see like, oh, Beyonce's doing country, let me see what she sounds like. Like, I feel like that might have been going on maybe. But I definitely like, I don't know, I definitely like Renaissance more. Like, I can listen to Renaissance more than I listen to this, except for like them last few from Yaya on. But I went back and listened to Renaissance yesterday. I was just cruising and I was like, yeah, this album is still a banger. And then I heard that like Cowboy Carter was originally, I'm sure y'all heard, was originally supposed to come out first. But then after the pandemic, when we were first getting into the pandemic, she decided to put out Renaissance first. And I think that was a good choice, given everything that was going on. But yeah, I'm really excited. Beyonce's talented. Give her 10s. What do you think the Act 3 is going to be, girl? Because I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll support. Like, Beyonce's one of those artists. She's just so talented that no matter what she does, I'm going to at least listen and support. And that's how I feel about this. Like, I'm not a country music listener or a big country fan, but I know Beyonce can sing. So I'm going to give this a listen. That was kind of like my thoughts behind it, and she did not disappoint. Like I said, she can sing. So it was self-explanatory, like, you know, that this wasn't just going to be like a total flop. I'm going to take the hand that's done, and this is what it looks like. Very pretty. If it clears up, hold on.
Sorry.
Siri's always talking when you're not talking to her. Okay. Clear. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm going to take and put the top coat on it now. I cured it first for like a minute just to make sure that all the dots were dry. But just a very clean and simple look. If you have like a few colors to work with and you want to try something new and you've never done this, give it a try. I feel like there's so many different things you can do with a dotter. Like, you can make so many different things. You just gotta know how to work it right. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the spring. I'm excited for the summer. The weather's warming up. I need to get my trips together. I know I want to visit a new state and a new country before the year's over. It's a couple states I haven't. Well, not a couple. It's a lot of states I haven't been to. But the ones that are on the top of my list are probably California. I'm not sure what part. I always thought I wanted to go to LA, but I think I might go to San Francisco. I'm not sure. And then I also want to go to Tennessee. I've never been to New York, and I might do them as a solo trip. So if you've been there solo or you live there, give me some recommendations. Where I don't know, where would you go as like a single woman traveling? Because I'm trying to explore more. I'm trying to get out there. And then as for the country, I don't know. I thought I wanted to go to London, make it like a two-part, like hit Paris, hit London. I saw this really good flight deal pop up, but I missed it. But I think it might come back up, so I need to keep my eye on that. And there was like this carnival going on. I put it on the screen. There was a carnival going on in London during the summer, so I was gonna plan on going during that time. So if I catch the flight deal again, and then I'm able to like have my stuff planned out, I'll probably go ahead and book that. But it would kind of be nice to visit like a beach destination as well, because I really do enjoy like going to beach destinations and like relaxing, getting massages, going to the spa, going on excursions. But I really like the city thing too. And I feel like with cities, if you visit solo, there might be like a little more for you to do. Like my only two solo trips I've taken are St. Lucia and I went to Houston. And I feel like when I went to Houston, I could do a little more like it was a city vibe, so I can like get out easier. Versus when I went to St. Lucia, I had to have some certain things planned. Like of course I could like walk to the beach, but most times I'm not the type to like want to sit on the beach all day. But I did a beach trip last, so I think maybe a city trip. But I have some time to decide. Well, anyway, let me know what you thought of the album and if you liked it. If you think you like it better than Renaissance. But I think it's it's definitely a revolutionary album. Beyonce just keeps getting better. Like when is she gonna stop? Who's gonna stop her? Like I saw this post and it was like Coachella from 5 years ago, and it was like to think that it's crazy to think that she's done more than this. Like at that time, that was huge. Like how she did 2 weekends and how especially when it dropped on Netflix, and choreography was that good and spot on where she could like flip between the nights like that. We were only just in the beginning because of course when we saw the Renaissance film, she flipped between like so many different outfits because she was that in sync with the concert. And then you might think Renaissance, oh no, a country album that's breaking even more records and barriers. So I think it was a really great. So let me know if you like the album or not. But here are the finished nails. They're so cute. Very simple, like a very simple flower design. I really like the way they turned out. You can do this with only a few colors. I used 3 colors for this and a dotting tool, and it was that simple. Stick around for another nail video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.